Yeah, hi everyone. Today I did the reading assignment on the data mining on smartphones and introduction and survey paper. In this, we started with the summary of the paper. In summary of the paper, I did I taken all these references for for doing this paper. These four references are taken and I complete the paper. And coming to the purpose. The data mining is a term for the process of discovering patterns and correlations with the large databases, cloud-based CPs, PCs, and laptops and servers do this work often. However, what about wireless communications like cell phones? Using mobile devices for locally performed model training using data mining techniques is still a rarity, despite the fact that modern smartphones have technology and performance that may compete with laptops. This is still the case. There are a lot of benefits training models directly on the device. Since no data leaves the device, privacy and security concerns disappear. In addition, it offers large data mining solution that does not rely on any external infrastructure such as network or the cloud and can be deployed anywhere. In this study, we explore the many potential applications of combining data mining with mobile devices. This article covers the growth of smartphone performance as well as most current advances in local executed data mining on smartphones. And coming to related literature, uh, but before we get into that, we will talk take a look at the history of smartphones and we will discuss the origins of data mining all so that we can have a better grasp on this study. What follows is a discussion of interplay between data mining and cloud computing. Conversely, it provides a comprehensive review of the literature about the use of smartphones in data applications and specifies as three distinct models for their separate deployments. And coming to research design, in research design, the topic of mobile devices and AI has been subjected of a number of surveys. Nevertheless, the scope of these surveys is frequently narrow, and mobile devices and machine learning are treated to two independent issues. What's the big deal then? Apps that previously needed cloud computing to do the hard lifting of model training using gathered data may now benefit for the convenience of doing machine learning on a mobile devices. Without access to cloud resource, these apps would not be usable. New ideas like mobile edge computing are expanding people's options for how they put their phones to work. One may better see where cell phones may go into the further with the help of current advance if they are familiar with the ways in which cell phones are utilized in a variety of data applications. Our findings together with those of the other sources cited so that there are several prospects in the rapidly evolving healthcare sector. And the results and discussions and the conclusions of the page is the goal of this study are twofold. Firstly, to identify fields where data mining on smartphones meet, and second, to comprehend the roles that smartphones play in these fields, especially in regards to the data they collected and analyzed. This is because cell phones are becoming more powerful and more sensors being built into them and the contributions. In contrast, building a model from a large data set involves far more computational resource than reducing the class of single new record. It seems sense that this should be in the case. Conversely, NPU in contemporary smartphones is optimized for interface inference using deep learning models alone, or at the best, the small updating of deep learning models that elsewhere. This might be due to improved performance of NPUs in today's smartphones. There is opportunity for expansion on device machine learning given the widespread usage of smartphones in data focused research. Although this can make it seems like smartphones only play a large role in data mining on models with dedicated end users. Smartphones really played a um, substan- um, s- sustainable role in data mining across all platforms. And coming to critical analysis, in critical analysis, mm, we have the oral assessment. In oral assessment, the deep learning is a field of data mining has been searched in academic and business interest during the last decade. To put it simply, deep learning is an implementation of neural networks where are a specific form of learning algorithms. As a result of their remarkable model learning abilities, neural networks have found widespread usage in variety of fields. Malaria detection and facial recognition are two examples of such uses. Because of this, manufacturing of flagship smartphones, high-end smartphones in 2019 and behind have been started to include fast processor design, especially for inferring the results of neural network models. The iPhone 11 has Apple Neural Engine, whereas the Galaxy S2s series of Samsung phones all use a specialized NPU. And coming to research model. In recent years, data mining, the process of using algorithms to unearth hidden information patterns with data sets, has been added to the umbrella of fields. The initial step of data mining is collecting the relevant information and structuring it into a database or a dataset. These entries are angulars to the rows in database or spreadsheet, although each entry in the set patterns to unique entity. This set as a whole is connected in some manner. Each column in this metaphoric spreadsheet represented a different characteristic or attribute that might be associated with the topics under discussions. For instance, if the item at hand is mobile phone, some of its features may consist of the screen's resolution, the phone internal storage capacity, and software it runs. And coming to the further research, a record category is indicated by a value in one of these fields, sometimes called the category or a class property. In the case smartphones, the class value or label the might indicate whether the device is aimed at an entry level or a poor user audience. As an example, entry level cell phones as opposed to power user smartphones tend to target a younger demographic. And the knowledge I learned from this paper is qualifications. Classification is a set of data mining makes heavy use of this specific dataset. There are two primary functions that the classification process performs. At first, it launches the model that connect the values of different attributes in the dataset to the categorization of individual records. Statistical analysis and value correlation helps us to achieve this. Two, the learned model may be used to infer categorization of new data for which the class value is known. Since the class value is often known, this permits the model to be used to predict the kind of individual who would buy a new released smartphone. A model may rely on only on the device's technical specifications. Inference describes this kind of action as well. And the questions I need to discuss from this paper is the first question is first, have there been any follow-up studies? I need to know, is there any follow-up studies? Is there or not? And the second question I need to discuss is where can we go to learn more about this? I need to know more knowledge. That's why I raised this question, where can I go to learn more about this? This is what I did about this paper, and thank you.